Hello YouTube, it's Championdjk coming at you yet again with another Greenlight unboxing. Same as always, same as they've been for a while. These cases are shipped to me from a hobby dealer, but because Diecast, my friend at Diecast, check him out on Instagram, purchases these cases, has them shipped to me, and then I take them out of the case. I cut open the cars and all that stuff. I end up opening everything and then reconsolidating the shipping and sending it on to him overseas so he can save some cash on shipping. And it just makes it a lot easier, right? So in part of my return pay for that service, he allows me to go ahead and open up these cases on my channel, and we get to check out the series. They're sealed cases. We get to see if there's a gray machine chase in here, and we're going to go ahead and open up this one right now. Take a look, and let's just cross our fingers that we score a chase car. Let's see what happens. All right, now, this is Hobby Shop Series 9, the latest Hobby Shop series from Greenlight. And this is kind of a neat series. It's cars that come with an accessory, typically. Ooh, okay. Right off the bat, this is 1992 Ford Crown Victoria LX with Man in Suit, and I want this car. This is going to be a good one to get, guys. I'm telling you right now. This car, you're going to see it mostly released as a police vehicle. Okay, if I'm correct, all right, maybe not. Maybe you'll see it more times as another one, but I don't think you're going to see it too many times released civilian livery-wise. So I'm telling you, pick up this car, okay? If you want a good example of this tooling in sort of a civilian livery, this is going to be the car to probably pick up. I don't know. There's probably going to be other releases of it, sure, but usually you're going to see it as a police car more often than not. $23.39 on the bottom. It's a pretty new tooling from Greenlight. It's a little bit weird just because of the way that the B-pillar and stuff is all like part of the window piece and it's painted. It's not like metal. On this particular version, it's also got painted headlights. I believe it has an opening hood, painted taillights. This looks better than the police cars I've seen so far. And this is definitely going to be one that I will want for sure for my collection. I have an example of the tooling as a police car, but I do not have it in this, non-police situation. So I'm definitely going to want to pick this up. So that's a cool one. That might be the favorite one of the series. Let's keep going. All right. Next up is, oh man, I want this one too. 2020 Ford Explorer ST with spare tires. The spare tires I don't really, and it's cool. It comes with tires and axles. So when you open this up, you could use these and you could wheel swap out some other car if you wanted to and use them. Oh, by the way, just a real quick look at the packaging. That's really nothing to look at here. It's been the same for all 9 series as far as I remember. There's really nothing much on the back either. It's kind of generic packaging, which is fine. I don't care. I'm going to open up everything anyway when I get them. So it's, I don't really care about displaying these on the wall as a carded piece. This is another, though, this 2020 Ford Explorer ST with spare tires. The reason why this is cool to me, again, is because you're normally going to see this as a police car, as a police interceptor. You are not going to probably often see it in civilian livery. So this car, I'm telling you guys, you're a Greenlight collector, you want a good example of this casting, get this one, okay? $25.79 is the serial number on the bottom. I don't know if you can get these individually or you have to get a case. But so far we're 2 for 2 on cars that I'm going to want for myself. So yeah, I am definitely digging that. And I don't know, it might look better with these other wheels on it. The blacked out wheels look okay, but the spare tires I think actually might look better. And for those of you that are familiar with the actual real car, let me know what's more stock appropriate for the vehicle. I would think that it wouldn't be all black, but who knows. All right, so we're 2 for 2. That's pretty awesome. All right, next is the 1968 Jeep Jeepster with Surfboards. And you know what? I probably want this one too. And the reason I want this one is because it's a convertible Jeep and it's in a stock livery. So or top down, I should say. Most of the releases of this have been top up, as far as I recall. And this one is top down. And the way I collect Greenlight is I like to get examples of every tooling. If there's a tooling variation, such as top up, top down, stuff like that, I try to get, one example of each. That's kind of how I collect Greenlight. Looks like 1859 is on the base of this car. It's also got some weird rear bumper thing over the spare tire. I don't know if that's on the other versions of this car that I've seen, but I don't know. I'll tell you what, this is a pretty nice casting too. I'm not usually as excited about Jeeps, and that's fine. But I mean, I like the color. I think it looks good. I don't know what you do with the surfboards. There's really nowhere that you can put them on the Jeep, except for hang them out of the back, I guess. I don't know. So those you could take or leave. I usually throw all my Greenlight little diorama accessories. They're all just sitting in a little box. Maybe they'll get used at some point, but I don't keep them with the cars or anything like that. But I'm okay. I'm gonna say we're 3 for 3. We're 3 for 3 on cars that I probably want to add to my Greenlight collection. All right. Ooh. Bing bong. We got a green machine. And it's the 1972 Chevy Rally Novo with race car driver. It's a pretty sick looking Nova. In white. It looks good. To be perfectly honest, I won't get this one. I won't get it in green machine or regular variety. And the only reason for me is just because I already have some pretty good examples of this tooling, and I really don't need it. But we scored a green machine, so congratulations, Diecast. You have scored a green machine Chevy Nova. But, I mean, you could call that we're 4 for 4 because this is a green machine. But I added it to my collection, so this is one car that will not be entering this room to stay. All right, moving on, and that's pretty cool. Love it. Wow, this actually looks really good. So this is a 1953 Studebaker Commander with vintage gas pump. The vintage gas pump's kind of cool. This yellow is bright. This car is neat. However, probably won't put this one in the collection either, and it's for the same reason as the Nova. I've already got some really good versions of it. I got some pretty awesome versions of it, 1468 on the bottom. So I'm really not going to need a yellow one, although I must say it looks pretty fantastic in yellow. Not much bad I could say about that. It looks pretty good. All right, so let's see. We got one more car to look at. I don't know what it is. Let's find out. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so this is a 1981 Chevy Caprice Classic with a woman in dress. And this is another one I'm going to want. So 4 cars out of this case are Championdjk collector winners, because I'm definitely going to need to get 4 of them. Yeah, for sure. This is awesome. So I like this car. They've already released this in a civilian livery, but again, you are going to see this car mostly as a police car. 2851 on the bottom. You won't always see it as just a regular, daily driver car. And the last time it was released was in brown. And I got to tell you, that car, I think it was a hobby shop release too. That vehicle, you could get them easily. I got an unspun one, oddly enough, in the one that I got. I kept it though, and I didn't get a replacement for it. It's unspun. You could pick it up, and the base falls right off of it. It was just never spun down, which is kind of interesting. I've never had an unspun Greenlight before, but Greenlight, we all know, is not without quality concerns, as most diecast brands have some issues. But yeah, so I do have that brown one, and that brown one actually, after a while, I think got a little bit more difficult to find and acquire already. So people like these everyday daily classic cars. There's a lot of collectors out there actually that that want to buy cars that you can throw in a diorama, and you can't. And although I love supercars and stuff like that, they just don't make for realistic scenes, right? Because you don't normally see a ton of supercars out on the road, at least, especially not where I live. So this is just something that I think is pretty cool when they do these basic cars. All right, so that is it for the set, and I like it. I like this set a lot. No joke. So these two cars would really be the only two that I wouldn't want to put in my collection. Even the Green Machine, I wouldn't do it. I don't collect Green Machines, but that's a winner. That's a winner. I mean, that's a winner big time. And so is this one. I'm still going to say this is my favorite. And that's my second. That's my third. That's my fourth. And the other two are not bad either. So, I mean, maybe I should just get a sealed inner of this one. A sealed case. If I get the Green Machine, I could just give it to Diecast, and he'd like it. And it'd be a winning combination there. So, all right. Let me know what you guys think of this set in the comments down below. Of course, check out the Greenlight playlist, because we've been just unboxing like almost every single release of Greenlight that's been coming out, for 2020 pretty much, and some in 2019 as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the series. Thank you very much, and have a good day.